I really love books. This week alone I've read almost 3 books, and I've decided something that would be kind of fun to do would be to do some book reviews. I won't be doing a book review on every book I read because that would be way too many, but I'll do them on maybe, I'll try to do one every couple videos or something like that. Depends on how often I read or how many books I've read that week, things like that, or if I've got something more interesting to talk about. Basically what I'm going to do with these book reviews is I'm going to talk about the plot, the characters, and then the writing style, and any other little tidbits that there might be. I may also do sequels of books, which won't necessarily do the first one in the series, but I will tell you what's happened up till then. These reviews may contain spoilers. I'll try not to do too many, but I'll put that in a little box so you know ahead of time. This week, I'll be talking about Fallen by Lauren Kate. I don't have it with me anymore because I turned it into the library, but here's a picture. This book follows Luce, a girl who is in a reform school, though she hasn't really done anything wrong. People thought that she had killed her boyfriend, but she didn't, and she's being followed by these shadows, and they creep her out a lot. And she goes to this school, and she meets 2 boys. One is named Daniel, and the other is named Cam. She likes them both. Cam makes her feel really accepted at the school and makes her feel really popular and nice. And Daniel's actually just a dick to her all the time, but she can't help it. She just really, really, really likes him. And so it's basically a love triangle that also has paranormal aspects to it. Not werewolves and vampires and that kind of boring stuff. It's more angels, which is kind of, it's not new, but it's new. The main characters are Luce, Cam, Daniel, Pen, Ariane, and Miss Sophia would be the 6 I'm going to talk about. So Luce is the protagonist. She's a girl who went to reform school. She has some issues with her looks. She had to cut her hair because she was in a fire. She doesn't like that. And then she's got the 2 boys. Cam is a really suave, guy who's really charismatic, and he makes Luce feel really included. Daniel is this guy who, he's obviously got some issues. First thing he does when he sees Luce is he flips her off. So obviously she hadn't even talked to him yet. Pen is Luce's friend. She is the only other kid at the school who hasn't really done anything wrong. She goes to school there because her dad was the groundskeeper, and when he died, the headmaster took her in. Ariane is another character who is another one of Luce's friends, and she is kind of a snarky punk girl. And then Miss Sophia is the librarian, and she seems like this really nice, really kind woman, but she's got some secrets as well. Another character that I forgot to mention before is Gabby, and she's a Southern belle, really, stereotypical blonde girl, and Luce hates her because she talks to Daniel a lot. But later we find out that Gabby's actually, a pretty cool person. The things I liked about the writing style, I liked that it was first person. I like that. Some bad things were there was a few typos that would halt my reading. Not too many that it was but just a couple, and they would stop. I would have to be like, what? What is she saying? But other than that, it was a really good book. And the paranormal aspects is the other thing I want to talk about. They were really good. They were not too in your face, and they weren't cliches. They were all new ideas that were really awesome. Fallen is part of a series. The second book is called Torment, which I will be reading, and maybe I'll do a review on it. I don't know yet. Overall, I give it 8 out of 10.